the Tom's River Show. Pat O'Melia here. You concerned Tom's River resident? Seaside Heights resident? Got my Babe's coffee from Babe Deli here in Seaside Heights. I'm in the Ready to Roll studios here in Seaside Heights. Before I start, you have a problem with Tom's River? I can talk to Mayor Kelleher, get things handled. Ocean County, talk to the freeholders, the carry in the gang. You have a consumer issue, we're here. Whatever you have, if there's a problem, give me a shot at it. I am very good at consumer issues, state issues, getting all of that handled. You'll see all the information. You know, we archive all our shows. You missed Tom's River Show? Go to our website, HMG TV shows. You can relive it all. We have our live stream app. Download the app. You can watch our programming and tons more. We got a lot of new stuff on there. We got new programs coming. You got the Peters Pulse. You got gun buyback in Jersey City and Hudson County. Kind of things we're looking to do for Tom's River. We created a gun buyback. We're doing work with Jersey City and Hudson County, promoting their departments. I met with Mayor Kelleher. Same thing I want to do there. By the time this airs, Sears and Kmart will probably be gone. Imagine that. Sears will be gone. The creditors are asking them to go to Chapter 7. Probably will be done by Monday. Sears is gone. Kmart probably gone. Lord & Taylor, Toys R Us, Barnes & Noble is knocking on heaven's door. Bonton, never went to Bonton, but you know, there are stores out here in Ocean County. Bookstore, game shop, GNC is in a bad way. These are all mall anchor stores. So the malls are in trouble. There's only so many gyms you can convert into. You know, it's an Amazon situation. Amazon takes, but Amazon gives. They create jobs. They got the delivery service. They're going into their own delivery service. It is a tough business, retail, and it's going to get tougher. In New Jersey, it gets tough. We make it tough. For that matter, the minimum wage is going up to $8.55. Yeah, the minimum wage was never designed to be a living wage. It was a wage for kids. You know, they'd work up here on the boardwalk or in ShopRite when they're in high school, or some seniors who wanted to work a few hours a day. It was never meant to raise a family on it. And unfortunately, some people are trying that. So eventually, we're going to get the minimum wage up to $15 an hour. It'll be interesting to see how that affects the retail and restaurants. You know, we're going to break for commercial, but I want to show a little piece of how these businesses are going to combat the minimum wage. Now, you know, I'm big here with Seaside Heights, and I work with the town with the boardwalk and promoting tourism in Ocean County. This could be a real big problem for the stands and the businesses here in Seaside Heights or Point Pleasant. But we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Tom's River Show. I'll be right back. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and launch inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. The Jersey City Medical Center. You know it for its award-winning, life-saving ambulance service. It's also your health hub, with health and wellness locations staffed with certified professionals all through Hudson County. The Jersey City Medical Center, here to help you with your healthy, here when you need us the most. The Jersey City Medical Center. Visit us on the net to learn more. Jersey City Medical Center, Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health Facility. Let's be healthy together. We're back. Tom's River Show. Pat O'Melia here. All the information, get in touch with me. If you need me, it's on the bottom of the screen. Tweet me, love me on Facebook, or like me on Facebook, is it? Retail is going to combat the increasing minimum wage. You know, when I was a kid, I worked at ShopRite, made minimum wage. I remember making like $3 an hour when I was a kid, and my take-home pay was like $98. I was rich. Yeah, I think rent cost me like $20 a week. But it was great because businesses could afford the kids and the benefits. They didn't get many benefits. You know, maybe they got a holiday. They weren't getting Blue Cross Blue Shield. And that kept your prices low. You went to ShopRite, things were low. You look at these supermarkets now, and McDonald's is bringing in the ordering kiosk where you order your own food, you know, touch screen. ShopRite is bringing in self-checkout, like you see at Home Depot. Home Depot was ahead of the curve on that because they have a lot of low-wage earners who are, you know, part-timers. You look at this shot, I'm going to show you here, ShopRite. They got like 8 self-checkout lines, which is difficult in ShopRite checking out because some of the stuff you got to weigh, you know, it's difficult, but they don't have to pay a cashier. The minimum wage, yeah, some people are going to earn, but some people are going to lose their jobs. There will be, in my opinion, there will be a net negative to this when we keep moving up this minimum wage, and that's sad. And it's tough enough in New Jersey business atmosphere it is. Phil Murphy, Governor Murphy, has just outlined how he's going to try to create jobs. Create the jobs, but one of the things we got to untie businesses' hands, and they're so tied with so many regulations and so many expenses. Tom's River. Speaking of expenses, this affects your taxes. Tom's River is suing the state of New Jersey over their proposed school funding. Yeah, this has caught a lot of people flat-footed. There was communities that were getting way more money than they should. There were communities getting very little aid. And Steve Sweeney and Governor Murphy, and this had to be done. Somehow we had to tackle the cost of schools. But there is such a tremendous imbalance. Now, I'm from Jersey City, where the gene pool, everybody from Tom's River is from Jersey City. It costs like 20-some-odd thousand a year for each student. Then you go down South Jersey, that number is like $6,500 a year. Now, I realize if you're a teacher and you're living in Jersey City, Hoboken, that sort of thing, it costs more to live up there. But it doesn't cost, 4 times much. So somehow we got to get a handle on the cost of education. There was talk about the counties running the schools instead of so many different school districts. With every school district, there was a redundancy in jobs. Yes, we have to look at how expensive the schools are. But you don't want to hurt communities. Now, Tom's River wasn't getting a lot of money. Over the next 7 years, Tom's River will probably lose $22 million. Well, if they lose it, you got to make it up. Or the state looks at the whole thing and says, wait a minute, we got so many municipalities, and every one of the municipalities got a school system. You got to try to combine these things. Again, as I preached last year at the season at the Tom's River show, shared services. Do I need so many school administrators? There's such a redundancy from municipality. We have to address that. We are super top heavy. Yes, if you take a real approach, but you got the unions, and the unions will fight this left and right. But the problem is the bottom line loser is you. And they're all going to say, well, you don't want to cut education for children. How expensive is it going to be? And you have to pay that. That's probably the biggest part of your property tax. It is the biggest part. And we're the highest property tax now. We've got to figure out how to bring that down in line. And, Tom's River, I think they're going to join, I think it's 40 other communities. They're going to sue the state. I don't know how successful this is going to be because somehow you've got to equalize the cost of education. Now, Jersey City, they're going to lose, I think we're going to lose about $100 million, $120 million over the next 7 years. Now, Jersey City's an Abbott district. They were getting kind of a break there, so that's going to change. But what the state allowed Jersey City to do was they haven't yet, was implement a payroll tax, a 1% payroll tax on non-residents. But if we institute that, it's going to hurt the job creation. If we institute that, believe me, New York City, they're going to institute one too, because what we're saying by not taxing residents who work in these businesses on that payroll tax is that we're getting the commuters. And that's New York City, Weehawken, Hoboken, wherever they're coming from. And, they're going to come back with a commuter's tax, whatever it is, we'll tax, they'll tax, we'll tax. I don't agree with a payroll tax. Newark has one. And, Jersey City blew by Newark with development. Jersey City at the next census will be the largest city in the state. They have all the development. Their most valuable properties are in Jersey City. There's acres of land on the waterfront. 1 acre is $35 million. So Jersey City blew by Newark because Newark had that tax. And it isn't so much the 1% tax. It's all the bookkeeping that goes into the 1% tax. And then we're going to have this will be exempt, that will be exempt. In Jersey City, there's a lot of exemptions in Jersey City. I don't think, and Mayor Fulop isn't all sold on this yet. We'll see how this goes down. But there is going to be a school deficit. We can either go to the property owners in Jersey City and say, pony up, and nobody wants to do that. or we institute this payroll tax, which isn't really going to cover the 120 possible million we're going to lose. Somewhere, it brings me back to the state. We got to look at this. We got 565 municipalities, is it? They all got school systems. Somehow we need to look at that and say, listen, do we need, there's so many school superintendents and assistant superintendents and all these redundant jobs. That's what we need to address. It has gotten out of hand. And these are the things we need to look at. And shared services, it's almost like a curse word, but it is the solution. Toms River and Ocean County is the big duck. Toms River should be doing work for the Ocean County and the state on Route 37 and billing those entities. It should be doing more with the smaller communities instead of the smaller communities having all these departments redundant to Toms River. Toms River is big. Should handle some of the road work in these other towns and get paid for it. And it will be cheaper for these other towns because they won't have the expenses, the payroll, and the benefits. But shared services is the answer, and the state needs to look at statewide education. We're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Toms River Show. I'll be right back.
Pan & Pinto Properties, Jersey City. Shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces that address your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment. Adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panandpintoproperties.com. Pan & Pinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone. Good Friend Self-Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self-Storage. Let us be your good friend.
It takes more than a state-of-the-art medical facility to make a great hospital. It takes a team of dedicated medical professionals. That's the Jersey City Medical Center, Hudson County's #1 hospital. Medical teams consisting of New Jersey's top doctors, Magnet Award-winning nurses, and accomplished hospital associates, all committed to your good health. That's what you have at the Jersey City Medical Center. Make Hudson County's #1 hospital your first choice. Visit us on the web at barnabashealth.org. We're back. Pat O'Melia. Got to do all my little finicky things here. Toms River Show. Get my coffee, my babe's coffee. I had to clean my glasses. I write this stuff. You write it. And the hardest part of hosting a show is creating the show, the writing, the researching. This is the easy part. That's why, we produce a lot of shows, and everybody wants to do a show. It's what I call Judy Gall and Mickey Rooney, until they get to do a show. Then they realize everything goes in just to get in front of the camera. But I write this stuff, and then I don't look at it. Then it gets me mad, because I spend hours researching this. But getting back to shared services, I don't know what the biggest problem is. I know there's kingdoms. Like, I'm a Jersey City guy, Hudson County, where we all came from. Do I really need Guttenberg and East Newark? Nobody knows where the hell East Newark is, part of Hudson County. Nobody knows where it is. There's the guy, Smith is the mayor. I never met the guy. I've been covering Hudson County politics for 25 years. I sat at political gatherings at East Newark's table with all the food, and my daughter and I would sit there, and we'd eat all the food. Because nobody from East Newark would ever come. I'm not even sure East Newark exists. Do we need East Newark? No, but they got school systems, and they got DPWs, and they got fire departments, and they got police departments, and they got all this. But, there's Newark, west of East Newark, in Guttenberg, let North Bergen take over Guttenberg, and we eliminate some of those salaries. Same thing happens here. Now, how do we cut the property taxes? Well, we mentioned looking at the school system. Again, there's so many different school districts. Bring that into a controllable. But again, you got this teachers union. That's going to be tough. But I think Steve Sweeney, I tell you, Sweeney is positioning himself to be the next governor. I want Murphy to be as successful as possible because that means the state's successful. But I'm telling you, Steve Sweeney, smart guy, regular Joe, political genius in my opinion, he is positioning himself to be the next governor. Unless somebody from the Republican Party, really jumps out, and I don't see that right now. It'll be interesting with Bob Eugen and Bob Menendez. That'll really be a indicator of how the governor's race can go, and that's a horse race now between the two Bobs. I've known Bob Menendez 20 some odd years, great guy. The bacon, he always brought the bacon back to New Jersey. He could have done better. He had his results. You read statistics, you got to try to figure out if it's true. Like, we get the least amount of money back from the feds in New Jersey. But and Bob is always bringing money back. I'm staying neutral on that. Tom's River Show, we have to stay neutral. But how do we get a handle on property taxes? And we talked about just now with the state taking over, at least looking at the school system set up here. Shared services is one. But you got new revenue coming into the state. Sports betting. Right now, millions and millions of dollars are being bet on the Jets. As the last I heard, the Jets were winning as I taped this. $184 million was waged in September. And that's just kicking off the NFL season. That more than doubled from August. So NFL wagering in New Jersey is going to be extremely strong from September, October to November, December, and January. And, of course, into the Super Bowl in February. Supposedly, not sure how this happened. The state's cut out of the $184 million waged in September was $2.6 million. I need to research that number a little bit more because, as I understood it, how the state was going to tax sports betting, what it would have been 8.5% on land-based sports betting. If you went to the racetrack or to Atlantic City and you were physically in that location, 13% for online wagering run by a Jersey-based casino. So if you're doing it on your computer through Sands or what have you, the state was getting 13% of that wager. 14.25% online wagering run by racetracks. So if you were onlining it through, say, FanDuel or DraftKings, they have connections with Monmouth and the Meadowlands racetrack. The state was getting 14.25%. That's a lot of money. I don't know how we only got $2.6 million out of this. I got to do a little math on it. But where is this money going to go? The newfound, we're getting $2.6 million every month. So, I'm going to tell you, in October, it's going to be more than that. It'll probably be 50% more wage as we go further into the NFL season. Where does that money go? Does it go into what is the black hole, the state's budget, or is that money dedicated? We dedicated the fuel tax money to road improvements, bridges, and transportation. And we even threw buses and a light rail in there. We shouldn't have done that because buses and a light rail are going to constantly lose money. New Jersey Transit, they just did their audit, and how can we change New Jersey Transit? First thing they came up with, it needs to be run like a business. That is code word for we can't run non-profitable lines. The reason we don't have a lot of bus service, again, this is going back to Jersey City guy here. I'm going to Jersey City. We used to have buses everywhere. We had Boulevard bus, we had a Garfield Avenue bus, Central Avenue bus, Montgomery Street bus. They're all gone. One of the problems in Jersey City, there's no jobs there anymore. We got out of warehousing and manufacturing and services, and we built residential and condos. There's no jobs attached. So we don't have any place to take a bus to. But people still, the politicians ask New Jersey City, the New Jersey Transit to have bus lines. So they run bus lines that lose money. Same thing on light rail. Light rail loses money hand over fist. But wherever the light rail goes, development pops up. We should have some sort of a fee to those developments to offset the cost of the light rail because the New Jersey Transit you are paying for. We need to figure out how to dedicate the money from the sports betting to offset the cost of New Jersey to you. And we just can't keep throwing good money after bad. Throwing more money in New Jersey Transit, unless we can get New Jersey Transit at least break even, it's going to be a drain on you. And there's so many different areas of drain. That sports betting money should be dedicated to property tax relief. Somehow, we got to do something with it. We need a slogan, make New Jersey affordable. Let's break for commercial. You're watching the Tom River Show. We'll be right back.
Rama Jewelers, located in the Lyndhurst Shopping Center at 413 Valley Brook Avenue, Lyndhurst. Come for all your jeweler needs at Rama Jewelers, where you will find a fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and bracelets. Choose from one of our complete sets, our many signature items, or find the perfect engagement ring. Come on down. That's Rama Jewelers at 413 Valley Brook Ave, Lyndhurst. Call 201-939-5784 or visit us online today.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers the quality of life you deserve in 10 high-rise rental towers with amenities such as the on-site Newport Path subway, light rail and ferry service, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Sears, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams Supermarket is just outside your front door. A health and fitness club, spa, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. NewportNJ.com. Enjoy the New York skyline from Newport Town Square. Manhattan is just one path stop away or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Want to visit Newport? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. Go to NewportNJ.com for details. Newport has luxurious towers, great restaurants, shopping, New York skyline views, schools, playgrounds, a marina and yacht club, gym, spa, fine wine, fine living. It's incredible. It's you. NewportNJ.com.
We're back. Tom Gribber Show. Pat O'Neill, you here? Got to do all my mannerisms. Tell you one thing, I got to get my touch of gray going here. I'm looking at the monitor here. And it's not the best color on a monitor. It's not as good as what the camera's showing, but there's a lot of gray in there. You know, again, we're talking about getting a handle on New Jersey's expenses, trying to make it a little easier on you, the property owner here in New Jersey. The sports betting money, school system, somehow we got to address the school system. Sportsmen, can we dedicate the sports money to property tax relief? You also now have some more new revenue coming in through marijuana, pot sales, weed, Mary Jane, well, all those other names you want to call it. Probably legal weed in New Jersey will take effect on October the 29th. And it will take probably 6 months to license and certify the retail operations of it. But what's going to make more money, legal weed or sports betting? I tell you what, it might be the legal weed. But it's interesting, you know, the same numbers, almost the same kind of tax comes up, because we're talking about taxing legal weed at 12%, which is pretty much the roundabout number with the sports betting, 12%. You know, somehow we're landing in on that figure, 12, 13%. I would assume we would tax it the same way we tax tobacco, which would probably make people swear off pot if we tax it at that rate. Sales, you figure within 6 months. Like I said, I can see taxing it like a pack of cigarettes. I'm not even sure. I guess we're going to sell it in dime bags. Is it going to be rolled? You know, I know a lot of people like to smoke pot, but they can't roll it. You get one of the, at Babes, you can make your own cigarettes. You got like a cigarette making machine. And of course, you buy it that way and make your own cigarettes. A little machine puts the tobacco in, shoots it into the cigarette paper. Of course, they're like 90 cents a pack. Yeah, if I was still a smoker, I haven't smoked in probably 10 years now, I would be making cigarettes left and right if I was still smoking. One of the things I don't understand about the pot sale, it's going to happen. I think Canada went full legal weed this week or last week, something like that, is municipalities that are banning the sale of marijuana. Now, remember, the state's going to tag 12%. I'm sure the towns could get a big out of that, too. It doesn't make sense to me, if the state is going to legalize this, why any municipality would say, we don't want to be in a pot sale. Because, listen, you don't want to get any revenue out of pot sales? You don't want the retail operations there? Well, people are going to be smoking pot. And I think Tom's River is one of them. Tom's River, well, we don't sell any marijuana here. You know, the business community is like, bring it in, especially restaurants. Get some weed, they get the munchies. So the restaurant business, Route 37, you know, I don't know if we want these people weeded up driving, take an Uber. They're looking for it. If you don't want to get any revenue and sell the weed in your town makes no sense to me because people are going to be smoking the weed in your town. You may as well get some money out because it's going to be legal. Somebody's going to be sitting right out there on a hopper smoking a joint, and you're not getting any money for it. You may as well get the money if it's legal. I know politically correctness says, we shouldn't benefit from that. And I agree with you. We're having a war on opioids. Your former prosecutor, Coronado, he led the fight. And I'm sure the new guy, Bradley, is going to lead the fight also. But, it's kind of hypocritical here. We're fighting over opioid, but we're going to legalize this. But almost every illegal vice in my lifetime is now legal. I remember the lottery wasn't legal. It was the bookies. They had it. Sports betting. It was the bookies. These are big revenue-producing things for us now. Everything that was a vice and illegal, it's legal now in New Jersey. So it doesn't make sense to me why a municipality would ban it. If you can make money off it, it's going to be legal in New Jersey. People are going to be smoking it in your town. You may as well try to profit from it. And the more revenue you can get in without digging into the pockets of the property owners, the better it is. If people are going to smoke the pot and it's going to be legal, what are we going to do about that? But what do we do with this? Think of all the new money that's coming in. Not even bringing in the B&B and the e-cigarettes and all these other new taxes that came in. All this new revenue, where is it going to go? Did anybody talk about you, the property owner? Should we dedicate the money from sports betting? Should we dedicate the money from the weed sales and e-cigarettes and every vice we could come up with that we're taxing now? You should be able to benefit from it. Simple as that. And you're not. And the state keeps getting heavier and heavier a burden for the property owner. And for the business community, it's worse because they slide a lot of business taxes in there. And the average person is saying, well, it's business. Business is getting crushed, and eventually they move out of here. And it's getting easier to move out in this new tech world. Let me tell you, I'm never going to get the word right. In our now technology-wise world where you can run a business in Pennsylvania and New York through New Jersey and never step foot in New Jersey. So we have to change how we operate. So we have to lessen the burden on a property owner. And we have these new revenues coming in. Somehow you have to benefit from this. It just can't keep getting sucked into the black hole. And listen, the state has you did billions in pension. But, for years and years, we were kicking that can down the road. That's why I don't have a problem with mayors being state senators and assembly, because these guys understand the cost of running a municipality. You take people like, again, Brian Stack in Union City, Nick Sacco, they don't kick anything down the road because they know they're going to be down the road. They're going to try to do the best they can. That's why we should get the best possible people we have in Trenton. And so what if he's the mayor? Let him be an assemblyman and a state senator. All right, we are out of time. Hopefully, I informed, educated you. That's what I try to do here. If you need my help, don't think twice about emailing me. We're happy to help. You be good. You be safe. I'll talk to you next week. Good night.